Yeah, it started. Let me share my screen. So can you see it?
It's buffering. Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, visible now. Okay. So today we are going to study ER model and some properties, some specification of ER model like degree, cardinality ratio, and participation. Okay. Okay. So for ER model, how can you build an ER model? An ER model can be built based on some specifications. Okay, based on some specifications. So if the client gives you a specification, then you can build the ER model. Okay, so ER model is the means the upper level. Okay, the you can say the view level. Okay, where you can just present this model to a person who is not that much technically oriented. Okay, you can just compare this with the subject that we studied in our first year. The name of the subject was engineering drawing or engineering graphics. You can say. So there we used to draw some drawing in the sheet. Okay, that was like top view, what will be the side view, what will be the front view, like this. Okay, but if you just present that drawing to a party or to a layman who is not technically that much sound or who is not technically associated with any engineering drawing subject, he cannot understand. Okay, so how to present that type of suppose that you are going to build, you are going to construct a building. Okay, so you want to construct a building and you want to show that after the construction is over how it look like. So if you just present to him that set, okay, that engineering drawing set having all the technical specifications, okay, then he may not be able to just understand that what is going on and what is drawn in this set. Okay, in the front view, in the side view, all these things are not intelligible to him. Okay, it is they cannot understand. So to present them a view of the model that is going to be constructed, you should.
सर आप कुछ लिख रहे हैं क्या?
Yeah, I'm
सर
writing.
वो व्हाइट बोर्ड पे मतलब दिख नहीं रहा है सॉरी, और ये पब्लिक वाला है, मतलब हम लोगों को दिख नहीं रहा है व्हाइट बोर्ड पे।
Okay,
So खाली है.
whiteboard is not visible.
So whiteboard is visible, but it's empty. Like whatever you're writing, we cannot see.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, okay. Now, can you see it?
Okay, so now we can see.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible?
यस सर, यस सर।
Okay. Now what I was trying to convey is that if we present a model, the model of the house to a party, okay, then it is very much understandable to him. But if you just try to present him the technical specification, that what will be the height and width and the length of the each block, what will be its front view, so all these technical details of civil engineering or construction or structural design, then it may not be understandable to him. So this model you can compare with the ER model. Okay, it works on the view level. Okay, if you are a database designer, then you would just subdivide this model and you can just mention the technical specification at a logical level. Okay, and how all the data means in the logical level, you will just create some tables, you will add some constraints, you will add other constraints. If apart from primary key or foreign key or all these things, you would add constraints, you would specify the domains, all this integrity checking, you will place it at logical level, and how the data will be stored will be presented in the physical level. Okay, how the data will be accessed, what will be the, how many bytes are reserved for that, what is the access algorithm, how the query will be optimized, all these things will be, means what will be the metadata, all those things will be presented or mentioned at the physical level. So now we are studying the ER model. So ER model actually very useful for presenting to those people who are not that much technically sound. Okay. Now in ER model, we had studied the basic structures like how an entity can be represented, how the relationships are represented, okay, how strong entity and weak entities are represented, how the multi-valued attributes are represented. Now for a quick recap, may I ask you that how multi-valued attributes are represented? Anybody? Can you tell me?
Some multi what?
Multi-valued attributes, how they are represented in ER model.
So I mean it's उससे जो उसकी specific अलग-अलग values होती हैं वो joined होती हैं.
How they are represented? By using a double oval, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Am I right? That we had studied in the last lecture. And how the derived attributes are represented?
So dotted
So
over.
dotted.
Yeah.
Dotted oval. Yeah, correct. So this is how we represent the derived attributes. And students, please tell me how the strong entity set are represented.
Sir, rectangle.
So square.
Well, sir.
Yeah, rectangle. Solid rectangle.
Normal rectangle. Okay. And how the weak entity sets are represented?
Sir, double rectangle.
Double rectangle.
Correct. They are represented by using a double rectangle. Okay, now tell me how the relationship are represented.
Diamond.
Relationships are represented by
Sir,
using
diamond.
Diamond.
So diamond is used to represent the relationship between
Too strong.
two
Two entities.
strong entities. Please emphasis on the word strong entities. Now, may I ask you that what is meant by strong entity?
Sir, that has a primary, that has a key.
So primary key.
Unique key.
Correct.
Primary key.
Okay. Now, how the weak entity set is represented?
So weak entity
The
set
double-
has double rectangles and it has a surrogate key.
And how the relationship between means weak entity set and strong entity set is
Double diamond.
double diamond. Yeah, double diamond. Okay. Very good. Now, how the composite attributes are represented?
So just like multi-valued.
No,
Sir, they're both complex and
no, not
multi-valued.
complex. I was telling that composite. How it is represented?
सर ओवल की साइड पे बहुत सारे ओवल्स मतलब ओवल से काफी सारे ओवल्स निकल रहे हैं
Yes.
Work with many other ovals in it. Okay. Now this can, yeah, this is how we represent the composite attributes. Now, how complex attributes are represented? Now, what is complex attribute? You tell me.
That is both composite and multi-valued.
Example?
Example, you can say
Sir,
multi-valued.
mobile number.
What?
like you told age from date of birth
Date of birth is not a multiple.
Sir, mobile number.
कैसे हो सकता है डेट ऑफ बर्थ मल्टीपल, ये मुझे बताओ.
नहीं सर आई वाज टेलिंग अबाउट कॉम्प्लेक्स
हाँ, कॉम्प्लेक्स में डेट ऑफ बर्थ कैसे हो, कंपोजिट कैसे हो सकता है? कॉम्प्लेक्स इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कंपोजिट एंड मींस कंपोजिट एंड मल्टी वैल्यूड. सो हाउ मल्टी वैल्यूड एट्रीब्यूट कैन बी योर डेट ऑफ बर्थ?
सर नेम हो सकता है. A name can be
मोबाइल नंबर.
हाँ, मोबाइल नंबर हो सकता है.
Sir, addresses.
नेम भी अलग अलग हो सकता है.
सर अलग नहीं, लाइक first name, last name, middle name.
Yes, so that is called composite attribute. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, right. So this was a quick recap was of the last lecture. Now today we will see about the degree, cardinality ratio and participation of this. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So let us just focus on this specification one. Huh? So specification actually means the SRS, requirement specification. If you are going to build a model, then the model is built on some specification. Okay. So let us have this specification. Okay, can you read it?
Yes,
What
sir.
is written here?
Every EMP works for
Every
exact employee.
employee works for exactly one department, and a department can have many employees. Okay, now there is another thing that new department need not have any employees. Okay, okay, is it clear? The specification is clear. Now from this thing, from this specification, we need to draw an ER diagram, and we have to specify the degree, the cardinality ratio, and the participation. Okay, now let us see it. So I was mentioning that there may be a term entity type. Okay, entity type. Entity type is nothing but the structure of the employee entity. Like if you say that employee, okay, then employee may have an ID, employee ID. He may have a name. He may have some date of birth. He may have some salary, like this. So this is what employee entity type is. Employee entity type is. Now if you say an entity, then you can say that yeah, like suppose that Pradyuman. Okay, not like 1 2 3 next Pradyum, like date of birth, suppose that something some 10th Feb 2000, like anything. And salary suppose karo 85,000. Okay, so this is one instance of that entity type. So this is an entity. Okay, now what is the entity set? This is the instance of the entity. Now what is entity set? Entity set is a collection of many instances of the entity. Okay, so suppose that this is the entity set for employee, and this is the entity set for department, and this is the entity set for the relations. Okay, now you should give a meaningful name to this relationship type. So what can be the name of this relationship? Employee, you can see, you can write works for employee, works for department. Anyway, you can choose any name, but it should be meaningful. If I change the order, like if I mention department in the left hand side and employee here in the right hand side, then you can say that the name of this relationship may have department employees employee, like this. Okay, so whatever it is, this name of the relationship must be a meaningful name. Okay, you simply cannot write X, Y, Z or ABC. Anyway, that is semantically correct, but still you are presenting this ER diagram to a person who is not that much oriented about technical things, technical aspects. That is why you should present this diagram into a readable form and some understandable form. Okay, some meaningful content should be there. Now since this is an entity set, so it can have many what, many employees. Okay, Suppose that this is E1, this is E2, this is E3, this is E4, E5, E6, E7, E8. Similarly, there are many relations. Okay, there are many relations, and you have some departments. Suppose that there are 3 departments: D1, D2, D3. Okay. Now, what was the specification? Specification was every employee works for exactly one department. Can you see it? So suppose that E1 works for the department D1. E2 also works for the department D1. But here is a mistake. So you cannot connect one single dot of this relationship type with many other instances of a particular entity set. If you want to connect this E2 with D1, then you have to choose another member. Okay, so this representation is wrong. Okay. Okay. E2, suppose that E2 also works for D1, then you should just choose a separate element from the relationship type works for. Okay. Now this is the thing. This is how you should connect. Okay, if I had connected this in this way, that E2 this and then D1, then it is a wrong representation. Are you getting? Students, are you getting?
So why is it wrong? Can you repeat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, because why it is wrong? Because one, it means it is a convention that one element of the relation would be associated with exactly one relationship. So here it is not the case. Here, if I connect 2 entities, means 2 employees with a department, then I have to choose 2 dots. Okay, so I have to use these 2 dots like this. This is a convention. Okay, this can be mathematically proved. I will prove it later. Okay, suppose that E3 also works for D1 department. So how to connect that? So E3 should be connected with this, and this should be connected with D1. Suppose that E4 works for D2 department or D1 department. You can take E4 is working for D1 department. Now E5 works with, suppose, D3 D2 department. E6 works for D2 department. E7 works for D3 department. Okay, and suppose that this is D4. E8 also works for D3 department, like this. Okay, and since it is written that new department need not have any employee, because this is a newly proposed department, so maybe within the next recruitment cycle it will recruit some employees, so it may be the case. Okay, so D4 may not be associated with any employees means currently. Okay, so this may be the case. Okay, now we have to just find out the degree of the relationship. So degree of the relationship works for would be what will be the degree? Degree means how many parties are connected with this particular relationship. You tell me how many parties?
8.
Employee and department. So how many parties are associated with this relationship?
11.
And how many parties? How
So
many?
8 employee, 8
One.
employee and 3 department.
No.
2.
Just listen to me. Degree means how many entity sets are associated with this relationship.
So 3.
Three.
So, sir,
No. you are getting wrong.
1 employee and then 1 department, right?
One employee and one
One
department.
department. Okay. So
So
2.
how many entity sets are associated by this works or relationship? It
So
is
2.
2. So degree of the relationship works for is 2. So that is why it is called binary relationship. Is it clear? Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us find out the cardinality ratio. Cardinality ratio means the maximum number of relationship instance with which the with which each, again I am telling, cardinality ratio, cardinality means the maximum number of relationship instance with whom each entity is associated. Okay, each employee, suppose that what will be the cardinality of employee, that we have to find out. Suppose that it is X, and for department if the cardinality is Y, then the cardinality ratio for this relationship will be X is to Y. Now what is this number X? X is the maximum number of relationship instances with which each entity is associated. So each entity is associated with maximum how many number of relationship?
4.
Why 4?
So like D1 is maximum related with
No,
4
no.
employees.
Each, I'm not mentioning
one.
entity set. Yes, one. Each entity. This is employee is the entity set. And E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8 are the entities, individual entity. So each entity can participate with at max how many relationship?
1 only.
One. So exactly one. So one will be the cardinality for this employee entity set. And how many at max relationships are there with whom each department entity can be associated?
So 4.
Sir, 8.
Or matlab many. Yes, matlab more than one. That means n. Many. So to represent many, we will use the term n. Okay.
So how did you get answer? Could you again explain?
Yes. Here you can see from employee to works for every dot of employee entity, how many maximum dot is there in the works for relationship between which there is a connection.
There is only one connection.
There is only one connection, correct, very good. So for E1 you can have at max one connection. For E2 you have at max one connection. So for each entity you can have only one dot in the relationship type. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So employees का one कैसे हुआ? Can you just explain once again?
Yeah, that is what I am trying to explain right now. Cardinality of the entity set employee means the maximum number of relationship instance. These dots in the works for relation is the instance of the relationship set works for. Is it clear? So if one dot from employee is connected with one dot of works for, then that means that one entity of the entity set employee is associated with one relationship of the works for relation. This is as simple as this. Are you getting it or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
एम्प्लॉय सेट के हर एक एम्प्लॉई वर्क्स फॉर रिलेशनशिप सेट के एक एक रिलेशन के साथ कितने लाइंस, मतलब कितने कनेक्शन से कनेक्टेड है? एक ही है ना? वन,
Sir,
एक ही है. एक से ज्यादा लाइन किसी के साथ है?
no, sir.
क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि
So because specification में है.
में नहीं है, और स्पेसिफिकेशन जब तक नहीं होगा तब तक तुम यह मॉडल बना नहीं सकते हो. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस स्पेसिफिकेशन one employee can work for one and exactly one department. Is it good for you? Is it understandable for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if cardinality ratio is the maximum number of participations or maximum number of relationships in which individual entity can be related. If this is the definition, then what will be the cardinality of this set employee?
1.
1.
1 by n.
1.
Not n. मैं सिर्फ employee का पूछ रहा हूँ अभी. 1. Okay. Now let us compute that what will be the cardinality for the set department. Now you observe each and every dot of this department set. Okay, excellent. Ajay Santosh, can you call me after 45 minutes? Okay. So observe here, each dot of the department represent one instance of the department entity set. That means D1 is a department, D2 is a department, D3 is a department, D4 is a department, like that. Okay. Now D1 can have how many employee? 4 employees.
And मतलब
मतलब more than one.
More
D2
than one,
can
हाँ.
have more than one. D3 can have more than one. D4 may not have more than one. Okay. So what is the maximum number of relationships that one particular entity can have for department? It is n.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So cardinality for employee is 1, cardinality for department is n. Now let us find out what is the participation. What is the participation? Okay, participation is the minimum count. Okay, what is the minimum number of relationships with which each entity can be associated? Now for employee it will be what? For
One.
employee it will be 1.
1.
For department it will be what?
0.
Very
0.
excellent.
0.
लोग तो सब बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हो. वाओ, वेरी गुड. इसीलिए सब बोलते हैं कि बी सेक्शन बहुत अच्छा सेक्शन है.
सही है सर.
बिल्कुल सही ना. खुश हो गए हमारे बच्चे. So cardinality means the maximum number of count of relations, and participant is the minimum number of count of the relations with which each entity can be associated. Is it clear? Now you cannot represent this type of diagrams into the ER diagram that I had described yesterday. So that is why there is a convention of representing that. Okay, suppose that this is the employee relation, and this is the not employee relation. Employee is the what? Employee is the entity. Suppose that this is the employee entity and this is the department entity, and this is the relationship. Okay, this is the relationship. Now what is the cardinality ratio? Cardinality ratio for employee is 1 and for department is n. But in this type of diagram you should just reverse the representation way. That means this side you should write n, this side you should write 1. Okay, so this is only for representational purpose, to make it clear to the ordinary user that one department can have many employees. Are you getting why this is written so in this ER diagram? This is the logical view that I want to that I just used to show you how it is calculated. But in the ER diagram you should write this. Okay, in the textbook you should write this type of representation, not this type of representation. This is only for the illustration purpose. So in the ER diagram, if you are written n here and 1 here, so it actually means that one employee can work for exactly one department, not more than one department, and in the reverse side each department can have more than one employees. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
This is the conventional notation. This is widely used. Apart from that, I am going to use one more notation of ER diagram, that is called min max notation, that I will show you within a short while. But for now, is it clear that why we should write n here and why we should write 1 here? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
सर आप वो एग्जाम का क्या कह रहे थे, एग्जाम में कैसे करना है?
एग्जाम में इस तरह से करना है. ठीक है.
ओके सर.
ये जो मैंने पिंक कलर में जो दिखा इस तरह से करना है.
Sir,
सो एंड जो हमने ऊपर बनाया है E1 E2 इसको
This
क्या
is
बोलते हैं?
for your understanding purpose. This is set theoretical notation. This is set theoretical diagram. Okay, set theoretical diagram. This will not be used in your diagram. This is for your understanding that why we have written n here, why we have written 1 here.
सर एम्प्लॉय साइड एन क्यों लिखा है?
एम्प्लॉय का कार्डिनलिटी कितना हो रहा है इस रिलेशनशिप के साथ 1 और डिपार्टमेंट का कितना हो रहा था n, तो तुम्हारे अकॉर्डिंग इसमें 1 लिखना चाहिए, इसमें n लिखना चाहिए, बट दैट इज नॉट यूज्ड. इट इज यूज्ड इन द रिवर्स ऑर्डर.
ओके
ओके
सर
सर एक बार पार्टिसिपेशन का फिर से बता दीजिए.
Participation is the minimum number of association of each entity type with the relationship type. This is as simple as this. ये कौन बोल रहा है?
सर आदित्य सर 1 होगा ना?
तो 1 होगा. पार्टिसिपेशन मैं अभी यहाँ पे दिखाया नहीं. पार्टिसिपेशन अभी मुझे बोलना है. मैं बस कार्डिनलिटी रिप्रेजेंट किया. अब पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए कैसे करेंगे देखो. 1 is the minimum number. Okay. So whenever you will have minimum 1 association of each entity with the relationship, that means all entity are actively participating with this relationship, isn't it? Are you getting or not? If you have participation's definition is that minimum number of association of each entity with the relationship. Okay. Now, if I am saying that for each employee there is one association with this relationship type, that means what? Practically, हर एक employee इस relationship में participate कर रहा है, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
अरे भाई ये तो एकदम simple सा statement है. For
Yes, sir.
each entity, you have at least one number of participation with the works for relation. That means all the employees are participating in this relationship. So this type of participation is called total participation or full participation or complete participation. So to represent that, we will use double line. Okay, this line will be double because all employees are associated with this relationship. But what is the minimum number of department that is participating with this relationship?
0.
So 1.
0. What does this mean practically?
So that means that
Zero क्यों?
employees in that department.
That means it is not necessary that all the departments will have employees. Further,
So एक ना एक डिपार्टमेंट को तो चाहिए होंगे ना, मतलब एम्प्लॉइज.
करना चाहिए होगा ये आप बोल रहे हो, बट स्पेसिफिकेशन में ऐसा नहीं लिखा हुआ है. स्पेसिफिकेशन में ये लिखा हुआ है कि न्यू डिपार्टमेंट नीड नॉट हैव एनी एम्प्लॉय, एंड दिस इज द स्पेसिफिकेशन ऑन विच द क्लाइंट पार्टी and the database designer puts signature. Okay, so once this specification is freezed, then you go for the ER diagram. Is it right? So according to this specification, it is mentioned that new department need not have any employee. So that is why what is the minimum number of association that one entity of the entity set department can have with the works for relationship? It will be 0. This essentially means that there may be certain departments that cannot have any employees, and that department is practically the new department, isn't it? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it further means that it is not necessary that all elements of the department relationship type, department entity type is participating with the relationship type works for. सीधा सा बात यह है कि डिपार्टमेंट का हर एक एलिमेंट वर्क्स फॉर रिलेशनशिप में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहा है, बट हर एक एम्प्लॉय वर्क्स फॉर रिलेशनशिप में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है. ये आप इस डायग्राम से क्लियरली देख सकते हो, है कि नहीं? सो दिस टाइप ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन इज कॉल्ड पार्शियल पार्टिसिपेशन. ओके, to denote partial participation in this diagram, we just use a single line, simply this one line. Okay, single line. Okay, simply a single line will be drawn. Okay, But to denote total participation, you should write 2 lines. Okay. Now this is the conventional notation. Now apart from that, there is one other notation that is called min-max notation. Let us write that. Let us just do that. This is the employee. So this is the conventional notation that you should find in your textbook. But apart from that, in GATE or in any other exam, you can find this type of notations also. So in that case, please do not get confused. Okay, so what is the name of this relationship? It is works for. It is also works for. Okay, so here there is no double line or no single line. Here in each side you should write the minimum and the maximum number. You should write the minimum and the maximum number of participation instants. So what is the minimum number of participation instants in case of employee to works for?
1.
1. What is the maximum number of?
1.
Yes. What is the minimum number of department works for?
0.
0.
What is the maximum number
N.
of? Is n. So this is called min-max notation of ER diagram. Okay. So today you have learned two conventional means two notations of ER diagram. One is called conventional notation, one is called min-max notation. Okay. Now before that you have learned that for building an ER diagram you should have a requirement specification, solid requirement specification on which both party signs. Depending on that requirement specifications, you would like to draw this ER diagram. Now, how to draw that ER diagram means mentioning the degree, coordinate ratio, and participation that I have explained. Okay, now depending on this, let us try one more example.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, I have a doubt, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
sir, while showing the participation, we did not write the 1 and the 0 part on the ER diagram. So are we not supposed to?
Please ask this question once again. Repeat your question.
Sir, while showing the participation in the ER diagram, we did not give the notation for 1 and 0.
In which format you are telling, conventional or min-max?
Sir, conventional, sir, participation, to show the participation, sir.
To show the participation, you have used double line, na beta. You have used
So,
double
sir,
line.
it is defined that total participation will be equal to 1 and partial will be equal to 0.
No. To show total participation, the value is minimum value is 1, and to show partial participation, minimum value is 0. Now this is all for your internal computation purpose. You need not to show it into the conventional ER
Okay,
diagram.
sir.
How
Yes,
to
sir.
show it?
Thank you.
How to show it? To show the total participation, you should use this double line from the entity to the relationship type. And for partial participation, you need to just only use only one line from that entity to the relationship.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is it clear? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let us take this example also. What is written here in the specification 2? Can you read? Every department should have a manager and only one employee manages a department, and an employee can manage only one department. I am again reading it. Every department should have a manager. Okay, तो ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. हर एक डिपार्टमेंट का एक मैनेजर होना चाहिए. एंड ओनली वन एम्प्लॉय मैनेजेस अ डिपार्टमेंट. एक डिपार्टमेंट का मल्टीपल मैनेजर नहीं होगा, एक डिपार्टमेंट का एक ही मैनेजर होगा. लाइक एचओडी, एक डिपार्टमेंट का एक ही एचओडी होगा. दो एचओडी होंगे तो फिर आपस में ही झगड़ा हो जाएगा. सो वन डिपार्टमेंट कैन हैव ओनली वन मैनेजर, एंड एडिशनली एन एम्प्लॉय कैन मैनेज ओनली वन डिपार्टमेंट. ये नहीं कि एक ही एम्प्लॉय मल्टीपल डिपार्टमेंट की मैनेजर है. ठीक है, तो वो अच्छे से मैनेजेबिलिटी नहीं रहेगा, वो मैनेज नहीं कर पाएगा, है ना. तो सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा इसका, लेट अस यूज अनदर पेन. हमें क्या फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा, डिग्री, कार्डिनलिटी रेशियो एंड पार्टिसिपेशन निकालना पड़ेगा। पहले हम यूज करेंगे वो सेट थ्योरेटिकल नोटेशन, पहले हम कंप्यूट कर लेंगे, उसके बाद हम कन्वेंशनल और मिनिमैक्स डायग्राम के थ्रू उसको रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे। ओके, सो दिस इज, सपोज दैट दिस इज द employee relationship, employee entity set, this is the relationship set, and this is the department set. Okay, now employee and department, तो relationship का नाम क्या देना चाहिए? employee
Manager managing.
manages department. ओके, ये होना चाहिए, मतलब कुछ भी इस तरह का दे सकते हो। मैंने ये नाम दे दिया सर, सपोज करो एम्प्लॉय मैनेजेस डिपार्टमेंट। नाउ देयर आर सर्टेन इंस्टेंसेस ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय एंटिटी सेट, सपोज दैट देयर आर E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, suppose, and departments, suppose that there are D1, D2, D3 and D4. Okay, now there are certain relationship instances also in the managers relation. Now E1 manages one department. Okay, every department should have a manager, and only one employee manages a department, and an employee can manages only one department. Now I am not showing the relationship where I would like to show you that which employee works for which department. That I am not intending to show. Okay, I only wish to show you that which employee is the manager of which department, or which department is managed by which employee. Only this relationship. Is it clear? Now suppose that E1 employee manages department D1. Now according to problem specification, this, can U1 manages any other department?
No, sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Somebody is saying no. So we all agree with this thing, that one employee can manage only one department? Answer is yes, because we have to manage, because specification is like that. So suppose that E2 is the manager of other department, that is D2. Okay, E3 is the manager of D3 department, E4 is the manager of D4 department, like this. Okay, okay, is it clear?
Yes,
Okay, is
sir.
it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that, okay, there are no more employees. Okay, suppose that, okay, let us erase this thing. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, now let us find out the degree. Okay, let us find out the degree. So what will be the degree of this relationship? Which type of relation is this? What is the degree?
Binary.
Binary.
By
So degree is 2, because manages is the relationship. It has two entity sets or two parties associated with it. One is employee, another is department. So degree is 2. What is the cardinality ratio?
1.
So 1.
So 1.
That we have to find out. Okay, cardinality of employee. Cardinality means we have to find the maximum number of participation into this relationship. Now each employee can participate into at max how many managers relation? 1. Okay, each department can participate into how many relations?
1.
1.
Okay, so the cardinality ratio is 1:1. Okay, now let us see participation. What will be the participation?
0.
Huh?
So 0 for employee.
0 for
Employee.
0 for employee.
Yes, sir.
Because participation will also means participation will compute the minimum thing. So there may be some employees but who are जो मैंने अभी इरेज कर दिया था E6, E7, E8 सपोज करो कि ये सब है बट दे आर नॉट मैनेजर. ऐसा तो हो सकता है ना, सारे एम्प्लॉय मैनेजर थोड़ी होता है.
Yes, sir.
होता है नहीं होता है, मतलब सारे एम्प्लॉय एचओडी नहीं हो सकता ना. सो यस, जो भी 0 बोला है वो करेक्टली बोला है कि 0 फॉर द एम्प्लॉय टू मैनेजर्स रिलेशनशिप एंड फॉर डिपार्टमेंट टू मैनेजर्स
One.
1 बिकॉज अगर डिपार्टमेंट है तो मैनेजर रहेगा. ये जरूरी मतलब ये कभी भी नहीं होगा कि डिपार्टमेंट है बट मैनेजर नहीं है, ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता. फिर वो अनमैनेज डिपार्टमेंट जो रियलिटी में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता. ओके, दिस इज द थिंग. सो यू आर वेरी इंटेलिजेंट पीपल. So let us just draw the conventional diagram. This is employee and this is department, and this is the relationship whose name is managers. So employee is associated with managers as well as department is also associated with the managers. Now दोनों साइड में 1 है तो किसी भी साइड में तुम 1 और 1 लिखो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है बिकॉज इट इज 1:1 है ना. ओके, अब पार्टिसिपेशन क्या होगा, एम्प्लॉय टू मैनेजर्स पार्टिसिपेशन में क्या लाइन, कितने लाइन्स होंगे, सिंगल या डबल?
सर डिपार्टमेंट वाले साइड में डबल लाइन होगी.
तो डिपार्टमेंट वाले साइड में डबल लाइन यूज होगा बिकॉज ऑल द डिपार्टमेंट्स will certainly have one manager. Is it right? तुम लोग इतना जल्दी कैसे सीख सकते हो? Very good. Very good. Good. So this is the conventional notation. This is the conventional notation. Now let us see the min-max notation. The min-max notation. Okay. This is employee and this is department. And this is the relationship. यहाँ पे कोई डबल लाइन कोई सिंगल लाइन नहीं होगा. यहाँ पे हमें मीन और मैक्सिमम, मिनिमम वैल्यू और मैक्सिमम वैल्यू लिखना पड़ेगा. व्हाट इज द मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ एम्प्लॉय रिलेशनशिप?
0.
What is the maximum value? 1.
1.
Here what is minimum value?
1,1.
1. This is the min max notation. This is the conventional notation. Okay, ठीक है, मजा आया?
Yes, sir.
ये पढ़ के? गुड, वेरी गुड. सिर्फ मजा आने से नहीं चलेगा, आपको प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट यू to find out some problems on these things and you just practice from the textbook. Okay, टेक्स्ट बुक के पीछे जाना, जाके देखना बहुत सारे एक्सरसाइजेस हैं. उस एक्सरसाइज में जितना भी अनसॉल्व प्रॉब्लम है वो सॉल्व करो. ओनली आपको क्या करना है, फाइंड आउट करना है कि कौन सा 1:m होगा और कौन सा 1:1. तो आज हमने जस्ट बताया 1 to many एंड 1 to 1. नेक्स्ट क्लास में मैं पढ़ाऊंगा बाकी सब, मतलब मेनी टू मेनी रह गया है, सो मेनी टू मेनी पढ़ाऊंगा. ठीक है, उसके बाद ये सारे जब हो जाएगा फिर मैं बताऊंगा रिकरेंस रिलेशनशिप, दैट मीन्स सेल्फ रेफरेंशियल रिलेशंस. ओके, वो भी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है. लेट अस स्टॉप हियर. लेट मी पोस्ट दिस टू योर टीम्स. व्हाट इज द टीम? टीम आ ही नहीं रहा है. तुम्हारा टीम काफी भारी है. posted. So I have posted this whiteboard to you. You can just take snapshot or you can just extract this as a PNG format also. Okay. Okay. Now do you have any question? Now what?
Sir, we have class in a minute.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you, sir.